years old, my mom made me promise her one thing: never go into the attic. She never explained why. Every time I asked, she would simply say, some doors are locked for a reason. My dad refused to talk about it, and my little sister didn't even know the attic existed. As I got older, I convinced myself it was just another old storage room filled with junk. Years passed, and after my parents unexpectedly passed away in a car accident, my sister and I returned to our childhood home to prepare it for sale. The house felt strangely different. On our first night there, at exactly 2:14 a.m., I woke up to slow footsteps above my bedroom ceiling, the attic. I told myself it was probably squirrels or old beams expanding in the cold. The next night, the footsteps returned, except this time they stopped directly above my bed. Then came 3 slow knocks from the ceiling. My sister heard them too. She asked if I had gone upstairs. I hadn't. The following morning, I finally checked the attic door. It was covered in dust, locked with the same old brass padlock, but the dust around the lock had been disturbed, as if someone had touched it recently. I found an old key hidden inside my mom's sewing box with a faded note in her handwriting. If you're reading this, I'm sorry. I unlocked the attic. The room was almost empty except for a single wooden chair facing the far wall where dozens of family photographs hung. At first they looked normal: birthdays, Christmases, vacations. Then I noticed something impossible. In every single picture there was another person standing with us. A man in a dark gray coat. He was in every family photo we'd ever taken, and none of us had ever noticed him before. I called my sister upstairs. She stared at the photos before quietly asking, "Who's that?" I had no answer. Then we found an old cassette recorder on the chair. I pressed play, and my mother's voice filled the room, terrified. "If you're hearing this, it means I'm gone. The man in these photographs isn't family. We don't know who he is. 20 years ago, he appeared in one picture after we moved in. The closer he got to us in the photos, the more strange things happened inside the house. That's why we locked this room. Promise me you'll never count how many pictures are hanging on this wall." I instinctively looked up. I counted anyway. 37. My sister whispered, "There are 38. A new photograph had appeared near the corner, showing the two of us standing in the attic only seconds earlier, staring at the wall. Behind us stood the same man, smiling wider than before. We ran downstairs, locked the attic, and left the house that same afternoon. A week later, it was sold to a young family with 2 children. 6 months later, I received a Christmas card from them, a photo of all 4 of them smiling by the fireplace. I almost threw it away until I saw someone standing behind them, the same gray coat. But this time, he wasn't looking at the camera. He was looking straight at me. I turned the card over with shaking hands. On the back, in my mother's handwriting, 4 words: "He remembers you now." I haven't taken a photo since. 2 nights ago, my sister called me crying, asking why there was a picture on her phone she never took. It was her, asleep in her bed, photographed from the foot of it. Taken last night. She hasn't slept since. Neither have I.